Greetings to all of you, my dear sisters and brothers, and my dear friends, and all of you are welcome to my new broadcasting in the secret place. And together we are now in Psalm 15. This is your pastor, Yeti. Our key verse for today is from Psalm 15, verses 1 and 2. Dwelling in God's presence. Lord, who may dwell in your sacred tent, or sacred tent, who may live on your holy mountain. The one whose walk is blameless, who does what is righteous, who speaks the truth from their heart. Our greatest desire should always be to abide in the presence of the Lord. The greatest joy is to be aware of Him within our lives. Throughout the day and in everything we encounter, God is there. We have access to the Father through Jesus Christ. He will never leave us, forsake us. But how do we experience the abiding? What gives us an awareness of living, dwelling, working, and walking in His holy presence? Obviously, that must be the desire of our heart, the pursuit of our life, the longing within our mind and thoughts. Christ has come to indwell our lives. He wants us to enjoy the reality of His presence daily. The psalmist describes 5 characteristics that must be reflected in our lives, and 5 things we must avoid if we are to be mindful of that reality. We must walk with integrity, that is, practice absolute honesty and transparency. We must do works of righteousness. This comes not from our ability, but because of His righteousness within us, guiding us and empowering us to do what is good. We must speak truth in our hearts. It is not just our words. The most devious lies are self-deceit, the pretense of thinking we are something we are not. We will not speak and represent truth if we do not recognize it and acknowledge it within. We honor those who fear the Lord. Those are the people who are our models and mentors. We respect them and seek to follow their example. Look for them. There are a lot of impressive Christians, but the genius ones reflect an awesome fear and reverence for the Lord. It is the motive for their obedience. Our commitment is unchanging, even if it brings hurts to us. God honors the one who is steadfast, unwavering, not easily influenced and persuaded by others. One who is willing to suffer and make sacrifices to walk faithfully with the Lord. There are also 5 negative characteristics that will not be the practice of one who dwells with the Lord. These are obviously contrary to God's nature and therefore are inconsistent with abiding in His presence. We do not slander or speak evil of anyone else. We do not do anything that would harm and wrong someone. We do not take up a reproach even when someone has abused or hurt us. We do not misuse our money but practice good stewardship. We are not motivated in trying to get excessive gain or profit. We will not take a bribe against the innocent. This may not be money, but we avoid talking advance of other persons to change our reputation or status. Let us pray. Lord, I desire to dwell in your presence. You are holy, and I am unworthy, but you are my righteousness. Help me to walk with integrity. Do that which is righteous and speak truth in my heart, that my relationship with you will never be shaken. I ask and pray this in the powerful name of your Son, Jesus the Christ. My beautiful people, our journey walking with Christ and following Him in His footsteps, if we practice those steps I mentioned in this psalm reflection, it will bring us far. And facing our reality, we face our own humanity. And we know we have failures, and we know, but we know also that it is not about us, but that it is about Christ in us. Christ in us, that people will see that we are His children, that we have love, that we have respect, that we serve. Blessings to all of you, my dear ones. This is your Pastor Yadi. Bye.